Hi, it's Josh from Plaid Hat Games, and I'm sat here today with Mitch.
Hey!
And today we're going to be taking a look at Dead of Winter, a Crossroads game.
Dead of Winter is a 2 to 5 player game. It's semi-cooperative. The aim of the game being to survive the zombie apocalypse. That's right, because the world has been destroyed and is now infested by zombies.
Do you just hate it when that happens?
It is rather inconvenient. It's more trouble.
You know what? It's a tricky box to get into.
It is.
Zombies zipping at it. This is annoying. You can cut this bit out, right?
Yes.
We're in.
First things first, what's the weight?
It's very heavy.
Okay.
It's quite heavy.
Good.
It's quite a heavy game.
It should be quite a heavy game.
And everything's wrapped up all nicely as well, which means more unwrapping.
Excellent.
This time you can do it.
Yeah, let's let the professionals do it this time. So, as required, we have a rulebook.
Oh, it's a good start.
Always a good start. Some location tiles, the police station, grocery store, the school, the library, hospital, gas station.
All the places to hide out. Grocery store's always a good start.
Yeah, I'd definitely start in the grocery store, I think. We also have the player cards. These are just reference sheets, really. And the components. The game contains 30 zombies and a number of survivors with some interesting features.
These are creepy looking zombies.
Yeah.
I quite like the artwork on these.
Some drunk Santa chap. He doesn't look like he'll be the best of times in the zombie apocalypse, but some guy with a mop and a collection of tokens before the actual colony board. This is the way you'd start out in the game.
Here we have some character cards. On top is the mayor, Brian Lee. Intimidating man.
Good name for a mayor.
He's a very
He
good
does
name
look
for a
like
mayor.
Does look like the mayor. He looks very young for a mayor though.
He does.
He does.
Maybe the
he
old
was.
one was wiped out.
Yeah, maybe he was hastily promoted. So these are the Crossroads cards. When a player takes his turn, another player will draw one of these, and if that player takes that action during their turn, you'll read the card aloud and follow one of the options. So, for example, here we have the car crash card. Your headlights cut through the darkness, random snowflakes scuttling by on the bitter wind. The car is nowhere near as warm as you wanted, but every fuel drop is precious. When your windshield begins to fog, you reach down and fumble at the dash for heat. Suddenly a child walks into your oncoming lights. Instinct takes over before your brain registers that the child is dead.
How dramatic.
And you jerk hard on the wheel. Yeah. That's may all be one sentence. We don't want to pause too much on that jerking bit. Wheels screech as your car tumbles over the side of the road. Time slows as the world swirls sickeningly around you. And then you get two options. Option 1, wait in the wrecked car for the colony to rescue you. Add a frostbite token to the move survivor, which doesn't sound rather pleasant.
No, it doesn't. Sounds quite rude.
And the second option, you make your way to your destination dazed from the car crash. Place the move survivor in the location it was headed for and roll for exposure 3 times. Neither of which are particularly pleasant, but that's what happens in a zombie apocalypse, I'm afraid.
Gotta prepare. Need to be ready for that. Okay, now we have more cards and food.
Excellent.
Resources.
We need food.
You need food if you're going to survive.
Only one food.
Food one.
So when you do the search actions in the game, so you'll be doing those kind of things to look for food and fuel to try and survive the zombie apocalypse. You'll also sometimes encounter these blueprint cards. These blueprints allow you to take an extra search action when you're searching those locations they correspond to, such as the police station.
And finally, one more set of cards.
One more set of cards.
You can get enough of these cards. Hunger. You win the game if all the following is true. The main objective has been completed, or you have at least 3 of those cards.
Okay, so this is
out.
why I mentioned the game is semi-cooperative. As well as surviving, sometimes you'll also have a secret objective. Sometimes these might be to just survive alongside the other survivors. However, sometimes there will be other objectives. So this one, for example, you must have at least 3 cards in your hand at the end of the game for you to win.
So everyone's got their own secret agenda.
Yes.
You could become a Judas,
yes,
if needs be, if you want to be the true winner.
Yeah. Some of these are quite vicious.
So
yeah, don't play with your best friends, perhaps, or make sure that you're firmly attached beforehand.
Arguments could begin.
Yeah.
Gotta look out for yourself.
Oh, a bag of bags. That's
Bag of
always good
bags.
to include.
For your characters, I presume, at the end of the game.
I must admit, this is one of my real pet peeves with open board games when they don't include bags for all the components. There is nothing worse than trying to set up a game and sorting through piles and piles and piles of tokens with no bags.
It's very frustrating.
Good clue. Well
Very.
done, Plaid Hat. We salute you.
Then we've got a bag full of stands
Excellent. A bag full of stands.
for your characters.
Yeah.
They're very thoughtful.
Oh, we finally got into this bag.
Bag of dice.
Excellent.
Loads of dice. And special dice.
Yes.
Those
That
are
dice is
cool.
for travelling across the barren wilderness to the other
Oh.
locations, and there is a chance that you could get bitten when you could suffer from frostbite.
Some very cool logos on this
Yeah.
dice. I like this dice. So that's everything inside the Dead of Winter box today. Did you like that game?
Yeah, it looks good to me. Pretty heavy, but
Really heavy.
I'm sure we can get involved.
It's available right now on zasu.co.uk, so go ahead and buy it.